How about that?
There you go.
We're hitting it right at noon. Holy cow. This radio thing is becoming more and more exacting all the time.
We might be getting it right, finally.
Well, there's really, it's not a fine stroke between right and wrong.
Right.
It's as wide as a roller.
Right. Exactly.
It really is. This is RadioA1A.com, and you are listening to the Florida Keys Real Estate Guys live. I'm Mark Mills,
And I'm Mykael Marinelli of American Caribbean Real Estate.
and we have an amazing guest for you today, who we will introduce you to in just a few minutes. If you're joining us on video, which is A1A Media on Facebook and YouTube, Harry?
That's right.
Okay, cool. We got that right.
Got it out.
So,
going out there.
if you
Broadcasting
want to
live.
see what we look like, which...
We'll make you go back to radio.
Yeah, probably. Why did they do that to me? I can't get the image out of my mind.
Burned in your retina.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, it's good to have you back, by the way.
If you close them,
We took a week off.
We did. Well, it was a holiday.
Yeah.
Well, it was also my birthday.
Yeah, I know.
64.
Congratulations.
Unbelievable. They said I'd never last this long.
Now Paul McCartney can sing about you.
Well, and he does.
Yeah.
He calls me up every morning, the son of a, I mean, he's like, leave me alone, Paul. Okay, will you? We're buddies, but we're not that good buddies. I actually, I'm going to take a moment here.
Yes.
At 64, I am a stroke survivor. 4 years ago, I had a stroke.
Fantastic,
in November. Yeah, and I mean, hard to believe. I know I look a little bit like the new guy out in front of the new Superette when I walk, but I was talking to a friend on the phone the other day, and his wife had much more serious stroke than I did.
Right.
And they were at a conference in Minneapolis for stroke survivors. And he said, we took a break, big presentation, lots of speakers.
Right.
Pretty cool stories. And he goes into the men's room, and he's washing up afterwards, and there's an older guy at the sink next to him washing his hands, and the older guy says, I'm training for the marathon. And my buddy Paul looks over him, and he goes, really? God, that's amazing. And he says, yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. He says, you know how they time me? And Paul said, no idea. Right. And he goes, with a calendar.
Boom.
I love that.
That's a great idea.
It's like going to an AA meeting, and I know a little bit about them too, but there's a sardonic thread that goes through it. And once you've lived through one of them, you just kind of pick up the ball and run with it. And
I think a sense of humor in any situation that has been trying is what gets you out of it.
Oh, absolutely.
And keeps you going.
Absolutely. So we are very grateful every Monday that we can join you folks.
Yes.
And people who make it possible, of course, are the wonderful ladies of Sunshine Title in Key Largo up at mile marker 103 on the Bayside. Jenny Pinnell, Irene et al. There's nobody named et al. there. Don't call up and say, can I speak to et?
But can I tell you, I'm doing a deal right now, unfortunately not with them. And God, I wish it was with them. Because you really, when you're in the trenches and you're working with folks like Jenny, you realize how
cool
awesome
hand,
it is getting things done. And making it smooth, making it painless.
No ulterior motives, just get the job done. Kind of the way you want things to be. No surprise closing.
For sure.
We adore them up there for that. Heartbreakers Brewhouse, where we are right now. You can look around and see there's probably bar stools in the shop. So it's got to be
bar.
It's got to be
Yeah.
Mykael and I on the radio if there's bar stools in the background. So Chip Bell, who's an author of the Jake Sullivan series of books, which will hopefully soon be available on audiobooks, and we won't tell him who's reading the books. Will be Harry.
That's right.
There you go.
No.
Big secret. Big secret. And also the Monroe County bail bonds, folks. God, without those guys, there might not be a radio
show.
here,
Exactly.
so we really appreciate them coming along. Shannon, thank you for indulging me for a moment there. That little
she's going. I'm sitting
Stop
here.
making fun of me.
Can I get it past the intro? And I'm out of here?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Shannon Weiner is the Deputy Director of Emergency Management for Monroe County.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for coming here today.
Oh, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Well, you guys have, and I would imagine Irma was part of the impetus for this, inspiration.
Right.
Because it really, we're in June, So we're 3 months away from 2 years from Irma, and it was a butt kicking. And you guys, emergency management in Monroe County overall, still get the tip of the cap from me. And I'm sure from Mykael as well, with the job that you guys did at getting this place back online.
Yeah.
That is amazing how quickly I think we got it back online.
It really is. And I mean, everyone just really came together and chipped in and helped out and provided support. And the community members were fantastic too. Everyone really pulled their own weight.
Right.
We didn't hear a lot of leaning on government for help. We need help.
That wouldn't be very easy, though.
No.
That's part of, I think, the DNA of folks that are down here.
Absolutely. Very independent, very resilient community. We help each other out.
Take care of our own.
Hardy. Try and beat me.
Sure.
Bring it.
Yeah.
So, there's a little Lieutenant Dan.
Exactly.
You guys, Irma was part of the inspiration for this, I'm guessing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can you tell me about that?
Sure. Alert Monroe is a mass notification system.
Right.
So that the county has partnered with the State of Florida Division of Emergency Management.
Okay.
And basically they are the funders. And we were recipients along with the other 66 counties in the state of Florida, but they saw a need for a very consistent, very easy to use, easy to reach, efficient mass notification system. So we can get the word out to our citizens and let them know as soon as there is a threat or as there is a danger. And we all think of course, for severe weather and hurricanes and those types of things, but any other kind of emergency event that would take place. And we've shared that access and the ease of the use of the program with our law enforcement dispatch centers across the county. So
basically, anybody who needs to know can get. You log on. Is that it, or are there apps available? What how many different ways can we tie into this?
Absolutely. You can go to www.monroecountym.com, and you'll see a big green button that says alerts.
there you go.
And you just click on it, and it'll take you to the Alert Monroe program's homepage.
Right.
And you sign up to receive alerts however you like. They can be received via voice. So your cell phone or a hardline phone.
Oh, cool.
Yep. You can choose to receive messages via text or email. Or all three.
I'd probably do all three.
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
Right.
You're able to, depending on what you got going.
Right.
Two,
and is it kind of like, how we have the Amber Alerts or things like that that'll come up and just pop up and
set up your phone?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
And whichever, and the system will roll through the notifications however you set it up. So if you want to receive a text message first, it'll send you a text first.
Gotcha.
And then as soon as you acknowledge receipt of your message, it'll stop.
Okay.
But if you,
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. So, like you see on other things, text yes to acknowledge receipt or no, whatever. But then it'll go to say your phone.
Okay.
And so it'll call your phone, your cell phone. And you answer. If you answer, press 1 to receive, it'll stop.
Right.
And the same, it's an email, you can reply to the email. So it really is a very redundant system as far as reaching out and making sure that you get the message. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
Right. For those of you listening at home, I think that was Halsey.
Yeah, we have a studio audience of both humans and so, like you're saying, what type of scenario that are you going to put out? Like I said, obviously the hurricane. Are you giving where it gets the warning stage or
absolutely? Yep. Right. We partnership with the National Weather Service also, and they automatically send out the weather alerts for your geographic area. So if there's tropical storm warning, if there's a tropical storm watch, they'll go ahead and send those out to you, or tornadoes or water spouts or any of those type situations. But there's also the ability for us to send out our own messages.
Awesome.
So
Excellent.
if we know that
Right.
there's going to be an evacuation,
Right.
we can send that message out as well.
Sure.
The sheriff's office, if they know they have a road closure.
Doesn't say bridge closure or something along those lines.
Absolutely.
Man, that's awesome.
Yep. So
Yes.
it really can, and even the Aqueduct Authority is a partner.
Oh,
and
yes.
they can use it to send out boil water notices.
Yeah, we
Sure.
just had
that types of
the
things.
sewer break
Yeah,
up in
that's true.
93
Absolutely.
recently. So, you know,
Yep.
I mean, that's always important to be. I mean, I think this is a great kind of multi-headed, multi-tentacled
Sure.
Yeah.
piece. But you know, as modern government is today, we need that.
Right.
You know, I mean, the utilities are constantly in a state of, you know, down here, especially with the wear and tear that the utilities get. I mean, you know, it'd be great to know before I'm driving down the street, you know, why there's a helicopter 50 feet off the ground.
Yes.
You know, and you know, let everybody know.
Right.
That way they can just go, oh, cool, and keep driving as opposed to slowing down. To, hey, I'm right underneath the helicopter. Right, you know.
Right.
I mean, you know, yeah, let's end that kind of madness. But, you know, you guys have really, I think, have found a very practical application for this. This is great.
Absolutely.
That's pretty
The
cool.
funding came from the state of Florida?
Funding came from the Florida Division of Emergency Management. Yes, absolutely. So there's no charge to the county or any of the entities that we share online access with.
Man,
and there's no
Didn't
there's
cost
no
us anything?
Yes.
no charge to the end user.
Good.
No charge
That's-
to the citizen or even visitor. If as a visitor you're here for a month or a week or
sure.
you know during lobster season,
Right.
mini season, you want to come in. You want to be aware of any severe weather that may be out or road closures, those types of things. You can just log on, sign up, and then unsubscribe when you're done.
So, I mean, is it a screen that's just kind of sitting there waiting for you to, dive into and click around on?
Yep.
Okay. You know, maybe you should like play some music underneath it or
Right.
something like that. Kind of like a radio.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So like Radio A1A, and then
You know, just wondering, guys. You know.
Yes.
You know.
Not a bad idea.
Be glad to provide your program.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be very cool.
And then when we have new listings, you can broadcast.
You can-
That's an
yeah.
emergency. Hey, this is an emergency.
Yeah, and people call me a salesman. You know, really.
Brand new in Isla Mirada. Emergency. Quick sale. But I think it's an awesome program. That is fantastic.
Thank you. Thank
really
you.
is.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
And that's Keys wide, right?
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely for all of Monroe County.
Super.
So, you know, because we want to talk about some of the applications for this, but we are 12 minutes after the hour, so please don't go anywhere.
No.
Okay.
Don't stay.
You are listening to the Florida Keys Real Estate Guys live on Radio A1A or A1A Media on your Facebook page. Stick around. Please like us on Facebook.
Yes.
And we will be back with more information about the new emergency alert system in Monroe County.
If I had my way, I'd set sail.
Hello, this is Mykael Marinelli of American Caribbean Real Estate with your Real Estate Conch featured property. Today, spotlighting 125 Venetian Drive in Isla Mirada. Here, you can enjoy the phenomenal Isla Mirada lifestyle in this just-built waterfront home. Everything's new. 3 bedrooms upstairs and a separate guest suite downstairs. Exceptional features include stunning granite kitchen, veranda, sumptuous master bath, and a homeowner's park with its rare sandy beach. This is your bucket list opportunity. For more information on this home and other power buys, contact me at 305-439-7730 and visit my award-winning Florida Keys lifestyle blog at therealestateconch.com.
If you're a realtor or if you're buying a home or selling a home, maybe you're thinking about buying a piece of land to build on. One thing you need to consider in any real estate transaction is title. You want to be sure there are no surprises ahead. Getting clear title and title insurance is the one and only job of Sunshine Title of the Keys. Sunshine Title for escrow, closings, and title insurance done right. Call Jenny at Sunshine Title, 305-451-0032 today.
This is Radio A1A, music for the road to paradise.
Hello, Radio A1A listeners. This is Mykael Marinelli of American Caribbean Real Estate. Let me ask you, are you tired of the same old real estate agents doing the same old stuff the same old way? I provide a level of service that most agents can't, don't, or won't. Contact me to find your piece of paradise here in the Florida Keys. or to assist you in finding a great agent nationwide. As part of the Christie's International Real Estate Network, I've got a team of agents that can take care of you no matter where you are. So no matter what your real estate needs are, with 22 years of service, contact me, Mykael Marinelli, the real estate conch of American Caribbean Real Estate, at 305-439-7730, or visit me at my award-winning Florida Keys Real Estate and Lifestyle blog at therealestateconch.com. I look forward to working with you soon.
This is your Key West Honorary Mayor Gonzo Mays, and you're listening to Radio A1A, music for the road to paradise. So damn the carnations, full speed ahead.
You know, it's been so long since I've seen her.
Yeah.
You know.
She's going to come back speaking with like an Australian accent.
Right.
And a big old knife. Yeah, that's not a knife. This is a knife.
The knife will have to remain in Australia, folks. No knives in the studio.
No knives in the studio, eh?
I don't know. His back looks good so far. So, yeah.
That's
ha, 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 ha. Yeah, there you go. Welcome back to the program, folks. You were listening to the and watching.
And now for something completely different.
Ministry of Silly Walks.
Yes.
The Florida Keys Real Estate Guys Live. And we are talking with Shannon Weiner, who is the Deputy Director of Monroe County Emergency Management.
Yes, thank you for joining us again.
Absolutely.
You guys have put together a new emergency alert system, which sounds amazing. Mm-hmm. We're going to get into more of the nitty-gritty of it in just a minute. But I wanted to ask, okay, we left off with the state funded it. Who developed this?
Okay. So actually the software program is provided to the state by a company called Everbridge.
Wow.
Mass notification systems. And what we have done in partnership with the state is they have a monthly users and developers group meeting. Mm-hmm. So we sit on that. I sit on that actually once a month, and we have a conference call. There's about 10 people from across the state who give feedback on the system, how it's working, how it's not working, the things we need to make it work better. Mm-hmm. In the Keys, we were very concerned at first by using the system because we needed to be able to tailor it to what we refer to things here by mile marker, right?
Right.
So there was no space for mile marker.
Where does that come in?
Yeah. Right, exactly. But they're absolutely fantastic with providing support and tailoring it to our needs so that we can record the information that we need that's most pertinent to being able to reach out to our community.
It still draws a lot of interesting stares from people when you talk about, well, that was at mile marker 87. Huh? Right. And they're like, what? Huh? Where?
Yeah.
Folks, we go more by mile marker than we do address. If I say I live at, wherever it may be, Grouper Lane.
I'm going to turn you around and just usher you out of the room.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know who you're talking to. Yeah, mile markers are pretty much everything down here. Mm-hmm. So developing that as part of the development of the app or the software.
Right, absolutely.
Good call.
Yeah.
What are you finding? Scenario. We get 3 days out, 4 days out. Mm-hmm. Storm warning goes up. Mm-hmm. Lots of folks still don't know how to prep for departure.
Right. Especially with
some of that?
Boats.
Right.
Folks who have boats. That, to me, that was...
Boating guy.
Yes, absolutely. Right. Boating guy, warning, anything coming, get it out of here.
Oh, yeah.
But I know that's definitely going to be something I think y'all are really going to have to reinforce. And I think this is a great system to let those people know, guys, you got to do something, especially after the last storm. How many boats did we have just all wrecked? Because people didn't know what to do.
No, they didn't.
Or didn't need it.
Right. And this is one of those things that if you sign up to receive those messages, you're really going to be like one of the first people to know. Know when an evacuation is going to be called, so you have to get ready. And that's one of the key things, too, that we're talking about this season is just a few weeks ago with the Tourist Development Council and the Lodging Association had their annual hurricane conference with county leadership. Right. And, the weather services really said, hey, rapid intensification. That's an important thing.
It's kind of the new buzz term.
It is. We had 5 days with Irma, plenty of time to put your boat on the trailer and take it away.
Pack off the entire contents of your home and
get out of Dodge.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, but the Panhandle was not so fortunate. Hurricane Mykael.
That was overnight.
Very quick, 24 hours. You jump from tropical storm to a Category 4, and it's a reality. So the Weather Service is doing a really good job about looking at trying to find those factors that will show them rapid factors that are ripe for rapid intensification. But we have to do our jobs as citizens, and taking care of ourselves. And so have a plan before.
Exactly. I think that's the biggest thing you can do, and we're talking about that all the time, is, hey, it's June. Have your plan in place and ready to go. Know where your shutters go. One of the biggest things I see sometimes, the folks who still have shutters, they don't have them numbered.
Oh no!
Where do all the shutters? Where do all the shutters go? Oh my gosh! Have that already done.
I've had that. I've had that magic moment a few years back in Key Largo with pulling out the shutters. While the wind is blowing. And it's like holding up a metal sail.
Right.
It's like a 30.
I can fly.
And you're going. Trying to put it up against the window. Does that fit? Is that the right size? It's like, nothing will make you feel like a bigger imbecile.
you know it. Been there, done that.
Right.
Yeah. Regarding getting ready to get out of town, what's available to us with the emergency alert system?
So if you sign up to receive alerts, you will be advised as soon as the decision is made for evacuation.
Right.
So if you are watching the storm, you will have already received alerts along the way for weather, notification, evacuation, information will be on there to be, of course we encourage everyone to have a plan, have a place to go stay with friends or family. But the shelter information would be there as well if it's an out of county, where to go out of county, which is Florida International University. But it may be an in-county. It may be a smaller storm, and we may be able to open shelters in county. So we would ask you to go to one of the county shelters, and that information, and the opening times, and the closing times, and those types of things. So all that information would be there as well.
That's awesome.
Let me ask you: is this something that you all thought about broadcasting as well? Since we're such a pet-friendly community, might you be able to say, "Hey, here's where you can take your pets"? That might be a good thing to put out as well, because that's such a critical thing to have. Deal.
Yeah, and in Monroe County, if all our in-county shelters, which are Key West High School, Sugarloaf, Marathon High School, and Coral Shores, they're all pet-friendly.
Right.
So you can bring your pet.
Awesome.
We do ask for ease of entry, that you register online your pet in advance, but if not, you can register there. And then the general population shelter at the Fuchs Center, which is right there adjoining FIU in Miami, that is the pet-friendly shelter for Monroe County residents. So standing isn't going to change anytime soon, so you can go there and bring your pets. And that is also a partnership that we have with Miami-Dade Emergency Management. They're absolutely fantastic and provide us a lot of that logistical support up there to help take care of our people and our pets.
Yeah, because that's such a critical thing down here.
Mykael mentioned that there's so many people with pets down here. We also have a number of, speaking of Bob, the aged and the infirm, but we have.
I'm not petting Bob.
Kidding, Bob. I'm just kidding. I ain't petting Bob. Bob. Next time Bob goes on the air with anything, he's going to just skewer me.
Of course he is.
But the lots of folks are retired down here, elderly, aged. That they need a little extra time. Is there going to be a special needs portion of this?
Right. So Monroe County has it's called a special needs registry.
Right.
It's for personnel that need additional medical assistance in the event of a storm.
Okay.
Many of them are electric dependent people.
Right.
So if you're on oxygen or that type of thing,
big factor.
Yep. But there's other medical criteria as well. MonroeCountyEM.com.
Sure.
Big special needs registry button.
All right.
Yeah, click on it. And actually, it is the same Everbridge Alert Monroe system.
Okay.
But what we've done is we've adapted, again, working with our partners at the state and Everbridge to adapt it to the keys. And you can register there if you meet the criteria. And we will send out the same type of notification system. You can receive an alert via cell phone, voice,
same
text,
protocol.
email. Yep, however you wish. And they will let you know that an evacuation has been called. And do you need transportation to the shelter or do you not?
That's critical.
Yep. And then we will follow that up with an in-person phone call so that we don't, we don't miss. But what it does is it helps us sort those with an immediate need and the maybe, the yes, no, maybes.
Sure.
And then we follow up, and it actually saves a good 4 to 6 hours our time making those phone calls and setting up their transportation times for pickup.
Actually, what's probably saving is lives.
Sure. Absolutely.
If you really want to boil it down.
Yeah, and that was a challenge during Irma was that special needs evacuation, just because of the time that it took to call everyone and get them where they needed to be. This system is fantastic. We've tested it several times so far.
That's great.
And refined it and fine-tuned it. And in the last time we did it, it took 4 hours. Such a huge time savings.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you're looking at half a day versus a full day.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Just to set up, that gives the individual more time to get ready.
Sure.
That gives us more time to get ready, and we get out of here faster. And under that rapid intensification scenario, that's really important.
And that way you can put your resources to other uses, which are going on.
Good plan.
Yeah.
This is great. I like
smart
this.
stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we're going to take one more break. We're about half past the hour here, pretty close. You are listening to the Florida Keys Real Estate Guys live on RadioA1A.com. Please like us on Facebook. And we'll be back with more about the new emergency management system, emergency alert system, and how you can download it and that kind of thing. Stay with us.
Great stuff.
I'm Dr. Bob McClellan, co-host of Radio A1A News. Radio A1A will be broadcasting its updated, more listener-friendly news to 4 times daily, morning, midday, early, and late evening, and will include world, national, and local Keys news.
Surprise! Great for a birthday, anniversary party, but a real estate transaction? That is not what you want. You don't want surprises when it comes to closing a real estate deal. The way to a smooth closing with no surprises is Sunshine Title of the Florida Keys. Call Ginny or Pam or even Irene. Hey, these 3 gals will take care of you. Close your transaction smoothly with no surprises. Real estate closings, 1031 exchange, escrow, all your needs are taken care of there with no surprises. It's Sunshine Title of the Florida Keys. Call 305-451-0032 or just Google up Sunshine Title of the Florida Keys.
Florida Keys is a chain of islands known for its crystal blue waters, famous for sports fishing, world-class diving, and its laid-back atmosphere. Nestled between the Everglades National Park and the National Marine Sanctuary, the Keys are home to a precious and rare ecosystem found nowhere else. Here you will also find world-class dining featuring fresh-from-the-dock seafood, as well as other chef-prepared culinary favorites. The Florida Keys has the feel of a quaint seaside village with a laid-back vibe, taking you worlds away from everyday cares. Stunning coastal-inspired homes line the shores of the islands, offering spectacular sunset views. Whether you start your day taking in the sunrise on your oceanfront veranda or heading out on the water for an adventure, the Keys has something to offer everyone. American American Caribbean Real Estate, your Christie's International Real Estate Brokerage, knows that our island lifestyle is just as important as the home, and we are prepared to match you to the right property to fit your lifestyle. As the local Christie's International Real Estate affiliate, we have the powerful backing of the network, including 1,300 offices worldwide, and the only real estate company owned by a premier auction house. This, added to our local market expertise, makes American Caribbean Real Estate the right agency to assist you in finding your piece of paradise in the Florida Keys.
Rocking our way back into the third segment.
I need you to do one time a talk up coming back in. Old radio talk up on that.
It's like asking a Vietnam vet to have a flashback. Okay, jeez, nice guy.
Talk it up.
Ramp it up. Oh, give me the countdown. 60 seconds. Okay, starting at 59, 58, 57. So,
hey.
Yeah. Hi there, groovy guys, groovy gals, peace, love, dope, peace, bells, hard, curse, down, crash pads. So
you still got it.
It's not that it's in your DNA.
Yeah.
It's just forced into you.
Yeah, exactly. It's been latched
Not much
on.
you can do about it. One of the topics we are talking with Shannon Weiner, the Deputy Director of Emergency Management with Monroe County. And thank you so much for being
great
here.
information today.
Yeah,
awesome stuff.
This is a good one. Just to drop this in, we will be doing another hurricane prep show probably in the next week or two with Corey Bryan, Commandant of the Islamorada office of the Monroe County Sheriff. So we'll be talking with him. I hope you guys don't take offense to the term commandant. I don't mean
I'm just thinking of Colonel Klink. Let me get my
Right, exactly.
You are an idiot, Klink.
Again.
The Burkhalter was still my favorite character.
Yes, absolutely.
Of all the others, just because the way he could dismiss Klink. An imbecile, Klink. God, Brother Bob.
There you go.
That was beautiful. Did you know, trivial moment here,
there we go.
Incredibly trivial moment, that what did Klink do before the war?
You mean Werner von whatever
Yeah,
his name?
no, not the actor.
The character.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
He worked for Sergeant Schultz. Sergeant
Really?
Schultz owned a toy company.
Oh my gosh,
Klink
no.
was like an accountant.
Boy.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah,
That's funny.
Yeah,
I did
that's
not
great
know
stuff,
that. So that's going to be, now when I watch it, an interesting new
There
point
you
of
go.
dynamic.
Yeah.
I also saw Rocket Man over the weekend.
What do you think? Okay, so compared to Freddie
Bohemian
Mercury.
Rhapsody?
Yeah, how I know it's totally
As
different but in
good.
terms of the acting.
Oh yeah, off the hook.
Yeah.
Torin, what's his name? Ingebrigt.
He's good, man.
Yeah, he is. Well, the guy did all of the
Singing?
He did all the singing, but he also did all of the Kingsman.
The Kingsman, yeah, that's where I got turned on him. He's
Awesome.
Fun
yeah,
guy.
great movie. So there, if you're a moviegoer,
Yeah, I love
Shannon, you
movies.
got something to do. The one area that we have not covered yet is re-entry.
Oh, boy, what a big area.
Which is turned out over the years, you would think, okay, go away, evacuate, hunker down,
Right.
do your thing up there, wherever it is, and then come back. Shouldn't be that big a deal. Apparently not.
Right. Well, one way in and one way out makes it tough.
For
starters.
Just think again, that would be the easy part of it, but it's not.
Right. Absolutely. Citizens, of course, when we call for a mandatory evacuation, we don't take that lightly at all.
No.
And we got a lot of feedback after Irma. I will never evacuate again, or I will evacuate in a heartbeat. I'll never not evacuate again. You won't have to ask me.
Right. I'm out of here.
Right. But going to that whole, Keys resiliency and independence, people want to come back right away and want to come back and take care of their homes. So as a part of that, we really heard we heard that. We heard the voices loud and clear after Irma.
Right.
And we developed a program called we didn't develop the program called CERT. There were a few existing small CERT programs in Monroe County.
Right.
It's a FEMA-initiated program from the 80s, nationwide. But, we adapted it, to the needs of the Keys.
Cool.
We developed, we adapted the training to that will meet the people of the needs of the Keys that live on islands and that have to leave and come back. Like leaving and coming back, that's not a normal thing for the CERT program. But we said, if you take this training and you learn, how to the different things about taking care of yourself. If there's water leaking, where to turn it off. If you're dumping trash, don't cover the water mains and those types of things in your yard, and to prevent further damage. And if you want to come back, how to talk to your neighbors, how to set up common sense things like you said, a telephone tree, a little community network. The very basics of first aid if you hurt yourself. If you go ahead and go through this training, which is a couple days, but we will go ahead and give you an early reentry.
Oh, cool.
Pass.
Excellent.
Is there a cost for that, or how often is that held?
No, the training is free. What happened was we had an outstanding number of community volunteers who stepped up and they said, we're going to take this and we're going to run with it. And they are called MERC, Monroe Emergency Reserve Corps. And they...
Active volunteers.
Absolutely,
It's a great term.
Yes.
Really, and it applies here in spades.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Awesome. And again, going back to the whole independent.
Right.
Very much so.
We love our independence. Conch Republic for nothing.
Yeah, we can, and here's how we're going to take care of ourselves. So the county did initially do the training and train. I think in the initial wave, it was 100 individuals were trained. Many of them became trainers themselves. MERC formed themselves as a nonprofit so that they can go out and receive donations to support their program so that they can buy, equipment that they may need or first aid kits or those types of things for their people. But then they, in turn, have been doing the training. And we provide them with the placards for the residents that complete the training and meet their standard. So that...
Get an ID card or something, so when you're coming back in, you flash your badge.
Flash that.
Sort of.
It's a hang. So they can hang it. And so that law enforcement, with the one way in and the one way out, can just go wave them through.
That's great.
Yeah. So to try and help with the bottleneck at the
I think it's smart, too, doing the hang versus the sticker, because that's something as well. Some folks, you had the affixing. Well, what happens if you don't have that vehicle?
Right.
So I think that works a lot better, having the
portability
placard.
Yeah. So that helps them get in a little bit earlier so they can check on their homes and their neighbors' homes and report back and let them know how things are doing. Or, and to be able to have that tag to go in and out and get the resources they may need to bring back with them. We don't think, sometimes we say, don't think of necessarily evacuating. You're evacuating. You are gonna leave. You're gonna gather up all the supplies that you need because we teach them, come back and load your vehicle up with everything you need. Because it is rough for a few days. You may or may not have electric, you may or may not have water, but as soon as the roads are clear and it's safe, we want to be able to help people get back home to take care of their homes.
Yeah, the standard rule of thumb still applies that you should be able to take care of yourself and your loved ones for a minimum of 3 days.
Absolutely.
3 days. So it's food, clothing, shelter, water, medication,
gasoline if you need
gasoline if you got a generator
food.
or not,
pet food, medication,
pet medication. Right.
I got it all.
Yeah.
So I mean, and you know what? The beautiful thing, you go to Kmart, wherever, get one of those plastic bins, maybe 2 or 3 of them, and just boom, they go right in the car in the back, and you're gone.
Right.
When you come back, if you got your thing dangling. That didn't sound right. But if you have your badge dangling from the rearview mirror, if it was the other way, you definitely left the keys.
I'm sorry. It's
sorry.
Welcome to our show.
Log jam here.
Think she'll be back again?
Yeah.
One and done.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Shannon won't be returning. Her husband won't.
Yeah, exactly. Sweetheart, what did you get yourself into?
So sorry about that. But this will expedite your reentry.
Yes.
Period.
Yes. Yeah. But you do have to go to the training, and there's a lot to learn. And every year we do a refresher training and update them with what's new with emergency management. What are the new messages, new programs to help you get back in, like Alert Monroe and those things. So
Monroe County Management website. Where are they going for that?
Yes, you can go to MonroeCountyEM.com.
Okay, cool.
And there's no button. But you can click on. We ran out of button room.
How often are those held, and where?
They do them on an as-needed basis, but trainings are held monthly, up and down the Keys. Cool. So as soon as they have enough to fill a class, they put a class together.
Gotcha.
But it's definitely, and even Almirada here, the city of Almirada has their own CERT team. They run their program separate, but just the same are entitled to the reentry.
Nice.
And they do a fantastic job as well. They and the city of Key West, long-standing CERT programs.
Cool.
So yeah, it's a fantastic thing. And that being said, now through June 6th, Thursday, is the tax-free holiday.
Oh, that's right.
For
That's
hurricane
right.
supplies.
Yes. Very cool.
So
Take
for sure,
advantage.
make those. Put those kits together with all your food and supplies and
that's the way to do it.
And medicines now, and then
Right.
you got 24, 48 hours. You're ready to go.
If you're thinking about buying a generator or a big ticket item, boy, this is the time to do it.
Time to save some money on it for sure.
Yep.
So of course you can go up to any of the supermarkets and buy all kinds of food that you wouldn't normally buy, but it'll last a really long time.
Right, exactly.
So it's all right. And if those cans blow up a little bit, don't open them.
All that all that spam,
I don't think spam can will expand.
No, I don't think that'll survive. Just about anything. Natural disasters,
I
atomic bombs, whatever
fires,
it is. Fires. People.
If there's bad stuff on the spam, throw it in the fire.
Exactly. It's the food of last resort.
Burn it off. It's just extra protein. So. Does the job for me.
I actually like spam.
Spam is pretty good. Spam and eggs.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Spam and eggs. Spam.
Do you have any? Nah, never mind. Sorry. Spam and eggs is really good. So, all right. So we've got reentry covered. How to use it. Special needs. We pretty much walked through this.
Awesome system.
Where are they going to go to download if they want an app or something like that?
MonroeCountyEM.com.
Okay.
And click on the alert button.
It's that easy.
It is literally that easy. And you'll see the big green alert button. You click on it, and it'll take you right there.
Sweet.
Yep, and you enter your information and your preferences, and you're good to go.
Shannon, this has been very informative.
Yeah, it is.
45 minutes. Thank you so much. And thank you for, what you do. Mm-hmm. I think that we are really lucky here in Monroe County. Mm-hmm. We have this kind of reputation of the land of misfit toys. Yeah. But you know what? By God, when the pardon me, Harry, when the shit hits the fan, we get together as a community, lock arms, and we will.
Greatest thing about the Keys,
we'll plow over
sense
any
of
field.
Yes.
So really, the sense of community is overwhelming. I think the guys like yourself that are working for the county, this is not a glamorous job, and you guys really deserve a big tip of the cap.
Sure, it's a bit of a labor of love for you all to put as much effort as you do.
It is. But thank you so much. We appreciate it, and I appreciate the opportunity to come here and share all this information because, the more that the community knows, the better.
Yeah, knowledge is power.
Yeah,
that's for sure. And this is a great example of it. So, again, Shannon Weiner from Monroe County, Deputy Director, Monroe County Emergency Management. Well, there's a director who probably get a little chafed if we don't get
right. Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Can't have that. So, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
We will anytime. You're welcome back, please.
Thank you.
So,
yes,
something happened in the family.
I'll come back.
On, so, Harry, we're going to take another break. You are listening to the Florida Keys Real Estate Guys live from Radio A1A at the Heartbreakers Beanery Brewery.
And this segment was brought to you by Spam. Oh, wonderful spam. 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 Spam.
Please take a break.
Monroe County Bail Bonds is a local family-owned and operated bail bonding agency in the Florida Keys. Fully licensed and serving residents and visitors for over 20 years.
3-day getaway down in the Florida Keys. This time Duval Street got the best of me. I argued with the cop. He said I was speeding. Then I really ran out of luck. When my girlfriend leaned over and whispered real loud, he's stubborn when he's drunk. I came here on vacation. I'm going home on probation.
That's right. There's always an agent on call 24/7 at Monroe County Bail Bonds. Call us when you need us with 2 locations. Tavernier at 305-852-3268 or Key West at 305-296-7724 or go to FloridaKeysBail.com.
Going home on probation.
Surprise! Great for a birthday, anniversary party, but a real estate transaction? That is not what you want. You don't want surprises when it comes to closing a real estate deal. The way to a smooth closing with no surprises is Sunshine Title of the Florida Keys. Call Ginny or Pam or even Irene. Hey, these 3 gals will take care of you. Close your transaction smoothly with no surprises. Real estate closings, 1031 exchange, escrow, all your needs are taken care of there with no surprises. It's Sunshine Title of the Florida Keys. Call 305-451-0032 or just Google up Sunshine Title of the Florida Keys.
Hello, Radio A1A listeners. This is Mykael Marinelli of American Caribbean Real Estate. Let me ask you, are you tired of the same old real estate agents doing the same old stuff the same old way? I provide a level of service that most agents can't, don't, or won't. Contact me to find your piece of paradise here in the Florida Keys or to assist you in finding a great agent nationwide. As part of the Christie's International Real Estate Network, I've got a team of agents that can take care of you no matter where you are. So no matter what your real estate needs are, with 22 years of service, contact me, Mykael Marinelli, the real estate conch of American Caribbean Real Estate, at 305-439-7730, or visit me at my award-winning Florida Keys Real Estate and Lifestyle blog at therealestateconch.com. I look forward to working with you soon.
Music always reminds me of being kicked out of a bar.
Yeah, exactly. The lights come on, you know.
Like, God.
Beer goggles, you know.
Yeah, it's 4 a.m. again. Oh, man. Jeez. Hey, you know, this is the time of year I actually kind of swell with pride.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I mean, there's another radio station down here in the Florida Keys. I know, it's hard to believe. That claims to have been the only radio station that was on the air 24/7 during Irma. We beg to differ.
That's for sure.
As I was feeding stories to Harry and Facebook, all throughout Irma. So just to recap, folks, we are a 24/7 radio station, television operation here in special events, but the radio station is on 24/7. News and information. Brother Bob McClellan is over there as well, who's the other news guy with the operation. And we keep you informed. You know, I mean, that is a big part of our job here.
Absolutely.
And hurricane season is upon us.
That it is. It's the H word.
A couple of days into it, you know. So if you have not prepped yet,
now's the time, man. It's common sense.
Yeah, what do you
know, these storms, just as we said, Mykael, came up, you know, like that.
Well, rapid intensification.
Yeah, that can happen, man. So if you've got your ducks in a row, and that was great information that she brought, and a great service that can help us all.
Absolutely.
But the main thing is preparation.
Well, we are living in an age where a lot of things like that are becoming coined phrases.
We got hurricane, preparation, H.
Oh, my God.
Preparation H.
Another potential sponsor.
Yes.
Sharp
hurricane season.
As a marble.
There we go.
It's better than the dangling.
I come up with preparation A's. You're coming up with a dangling thing
from
in your car.
From your rear view mirror.
Exactly.
With your thing dangling. If you can do that, I salute you.
Yeah, exactly.
But the hurricane preparation, it is time to get your kit together. And get a plan with your loved ones and family and whatnot.
Right.
I notice I split that.
Yeah.
They're not always the same.
Yes, exactly. One's one, the other's the other.
Yeah, that's it. So, but we will do a hurricane prep show with Commander
Captain Corey.
Captain Corey Bryan from the Alamorada office of Monroe County Sheriff's here in next week, I think, probably, if he's available. Yeah. And maybe we'll get somebody from either the Coast Guard or the FWC. Coast Guard,
yes.
I'm going to take a moment here to give you guys some grief. I've been trying to get a member of the Coast Guard on this radio show for the last 2 years.
And you're right down the street.
2 years. And you can't get anybody in here to talk to us. Come on. I think maybe it's time.
Come on, you coasties.
Mark Mills you
know how to reach us.
Yeah. Get us on Facebook, okay? We'll be happy to get you on the air. There you go. Maybe some of you Coast Guard guys who can't get a date, get over here.
There you go.
So, we'll hook you up with a Radio A1A audience.
Yes.
So, but I know you guys have some great listings.
Yeah, we've got some really cool stuff that's happening, and we're getting a lot of activity in the markets. The market's kind of transitioning in a couple different areas,
the inventory is still fat in a couple areas.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Some of it's getting fat, some of it's getting thin. So it really depends where you're looking at. In fact, one of the ones we're going to talk about, I just took a contract on, but we're still showing it because we're looking at backups. And that's our property on Old Highway. This thing is awesome. When you take a look at the pictures Harry's going to put up, it's got a resort quality pool, tiki, the works. You're going to live outside. It's got the largest residential tiki I've ever seen. and the best part about that, too, is these folks came in and did a major renovation. I mean, the impact windows and doors are only 2 months old. The roof, and they're under warranty. The roof is a year old. It's under warranty. They did a new kitchen, new baths, new flooring. They didn't intend to move. They thought they were going to be here a long time. They got an offer. Yeah, they got an offer they couldn't refuse all the way to Washington State. I think they're already regretting it. But their loss is your gain if you're looking for something here in the Keys. It's a dry lot, meaning it's not on the water, but it's available for $669, which is a phenomenal price. We have it under contract, but we're still showing it, looking for backup offers. Got another property, and this one is absolutely phenomenal. I was actually showing it yesterday. Yeah. And I did another showing on Saturday, so things are heating up. This is our big boy property. This is a bayfront estate. It's almost an acre. There's a main house and a guest house and sandy beach on a wide open bay. It is gorgeous. A huge, long finger pier that has composite material. Oh, yeah, and away, it's got a own seaplane dock, which is, you talk about too cool. And a tiki at the end. You're going to live at the tiki, the pool. This property's actually been featured in a wealth of commercials, fashion shoots. I think they even did some movie shoots there. So, like you said, living large, living beautiful, sandy beach, and we don't have a lot of sandy beach here in the Keys, but this has its own sandy beach. There's a kayak pullout. It's just the works. If you're looking for your dream, this is Bayside, mile marker 97. It's available for $3,699,000.
Very nice.
Which, on the world stage is a deal. You look at something like this in Hawaii, the islands, you're talking a whole different price tag.
Oh, yeah.
The next property we have is super cool as well, and I think it's one of the best values in the Keys. This is in White Marlin Beach, which is a subdivision that also has a sandy beach right in Lower Matacumbe. This property has just gotten its CO. It's newly completed, and it has 3 bedrooms upstairs plus a separate entry guest suite downstairs that's legal because it's above flood.
Sure.
There's 70 feet of dockage. Everything's new. New kitchen, new floors, new bathroom. Like I say, it's just been completed. Huge veranda. And what we're talking about here is a price tag of $1,175,000, which is getting you prime Lower Matacumbe property, 70 feet of dockage in private White Marlin Beach.
White Marlin Beach.
Yeah, so you're talking super sandy beach, gorgeous. Yeah. You can get out to the open ocean under Channel 5 Bridge, or you can do phenomenal backcountry fishing.
Yeah, in no time.
You whatever you want, this has got it. So there's some great opportunities. Give me me a call if you'd like to learn more about these or some other fantastic Keys opportunities, or if you're considering putting your home on the market, give us a call. We know how to hook you up and get the best opportunity for your property to get sold.
Yeah, if you think about it as well, how many real estate teams have their own radio show? Huh?
Hey.
Hello.
Yeah, exactly. So we offer a unique form of marketing that no one else does.
Well, and it's basically service.
And it's proven because we sold a property recently to a guy from Chicago.
Listen to us. Like that, see?
Yeah, it works, folks. We know how to get it done.
Yeah, we do. So, give us a buzz.
Yes.
We'll hook you up.
Absolutely.
Say the least. So, now, do you have your own personal hurricane plan together?
Always do.
You and the missus?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We are all set. In fact, this weekend, one of the things I was doing is the very thing I was saying is we still have shutters. I'm a big shutter fan. I went to the middle of Andrew.
You give me a bad time about having something dangling from my rear view.
I went to the heart of Andrew. I had shutters. I like shutters. We got a couple impact windows, but we put the shutters.
Hard to beat shutters.
Yeah, made sure that they were all labeled correctly, all ready to go. We have our generator. So we've got everything ready to go, God forbid, if we have a storm coming our way.
Yeah.
So it's critical to get that done.
I have a streak of Lieutenant Dan in me. And during Irma, I had the wonderful experience.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Standing in front of this enormous bay front, impact glass, so I'm like, whatever it is, an inch and a half of glass, and it's like, you should be able to shoot a 12 gauge at it and nothing happens. So I'm standing there watching. This is like, the winds, the palm trees are bent over.
It's amazing.
Boats are coming up on the shore, and I'm going, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And I hear this. I don't see it. I hear it. Bang! And a coconut.
Yeah.
Hit the window in front of me, not 3 feet from my head. And I'm telling you, you want to talk about an evacuation.
Time to change the shorts.
Oh, my God. It was like, whoa.
And that's one of the cool things is this is, I think, was the first storm we've had since the real evolution of impact windows.
Oh, yeah.
That we're used to being shuttered up. You don't see what's going on. You a little crack in it. And this is the first time you get a front row seat, and it's like, I think it opens people's eyes literally and figuratively to what a hurricane is all about.
It's a little intense.
It is.
And one thing to bear in mind with impact windows, they're great at stopping things, big things coming at them, but you pour a little of this around the base of them and then put 140-mile-an-hour wind behind it, and this will be in your living room.
Yes, it will.
So, if you've got balconies, decks around your house where water can gather, get out there. If a storm's coming, clear it away clear the brush away, and make sure if there's a drain plug, clean that out.
Absolutely.
However you got to do it.
A lot of people learn that firsthand.
Big screwdriver or whatever it is, but get the junk out of the drain plug, because if water rises in your balconies or anything like that, if it gathers there, you got an indoor pool coming your way.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry, but it's kind of the way it works.
Regardless of how high you are.
Oh yeah, it doesn't make any difference.
Doesn't matter.
3 stories up at a buddy's place during Irma, and we had water coming in under an impact glass slider.
People don't realize the power that these storms have.
Oh, no, it's amazing.
It'll make things go sideways, upways, whatever you want.
And water takes the path of least resistance.
It does.
Know what? If it's underneath, just like electricity, it's going to find it's going to find the holes.
Yeah.
So that was exciting.
Yeah.
Taking brooms out of the garage, tipping them upside down, pushing the water through deep pile carpeting, across onto a tile floor and then into a bathroom.
Jeez.
It was like, old man.
Exactly.
It's like, Jesus, I don't know what the hell I was doing. It was
hurricanes
insane,
are hurricanes are a whole different life going on when you're in the middle of the storms.
Yep. Yeah, don't mess with them.
It does. I mean, my life certainly changed after Andrew. And it made me take these things a lot more seriously.
Well, were you guys up in, where is it?
We were right in Perrine.
In Perrine.
Which was, right, it actually, the eye went over Homestead, but the eye wall went all the way up to Perrine. And that's where we were. We were right by the zoo. So if anybody knows how hard the zoo got hit,
that's
where
light on this,
yeah.
Because the eye wall, you're talking about a kind of a hole in a hurricane.
Yep.
but the eye wall is where the most intense winds are.
Especially if you think of it like a square. The heaviest duty part of the hurricane is that upper left-hand corner.
Oh, yeah.
Around the eye, and that's kind of what we got.
Sure.
Luckily, we were right next to a forest, so it took the brunt. But I mean, Florida pines, which are extremely hard, they were bent like this. The problem with Andrew is you had a lot of interior tornadoes within it. The best part of Andrew, though, is that it was a compact storm, and it came and went in 5 hours. Done.
By actual girth, Andrew was a much smaller storm.
It came and it went through like a mighty buzzsaw. It did a lot of damage, but we're fortunate it wasn't like an Irma. I mean, where we were at for Irma, it was 18 hours.
Oh, yeah.
An 18, I mean, that's unheard of for a hurricane. So
an enormous storm.
The physicality was enormous. But, you go through the middle of one of these things, and it does give you an eye-opening perspective.
Did Irma improve the real estate market?
Irma has affected it in some ways.
Impact,
I think impacted.
Impact is the word.
Yeah, I think more impact improved. Yeah. I think it's kind of adjusted some of the parameters. People thought it would be the kiss of death. I haven't found that. I've found people still coming here, still buying. Some people are saying, I'm going to put my property up. I don't want to go through this again. But it hasn't changed our market dramatically. It's impacted. I don't know if you understand the difference.
Well, the difference is just this. The World According to Garp, Robin Williams and what's her name?
John Lithgow.
Yeah, well, but Garp and his wife are walking up to look at a house, and as they're walking up to look at the house, a plane comes in and flies right into the house. And they're looking at each other, and the real estate agent Garp says, "We've got to buy this house. This will never happen again." When you think about it in those terms, it impacted it, but it didn't shake everybody away.
That's for sure,
folks. That's another edition of Florida Keys Real Estate Guys. Thanks so much for coming along. We'll see you next Monday.
Tropical vibe.
If I had my way, I'd set sail right away. Destination, southern shores. Throw my cares upon a shelf. Head on off for somewhere else where the weather's always